Welcome to HiBiz News. My name is Suresh Kochatil. The COVID-19 pandemic has impacted every sector, every business, every country across the world. There is no one who's been left untouched. More so when we talk about the media as such. The daily news consumption that comes through newspapers, television, web, and digital have all been impacted in different ways. While some have run into trouble, others are prospering. To discuss this and more, we have with us Mr. K.R.P. Reddy, Director Advertising and Marketing, Sakshi Media Group. Welcome to the show, sir. So the first question that would come to you would be a very, very obvious question is, how has COVID-19 impacted the Sakshi Media Group as such in terms of the advertising revenues, in terms of the printing, and also in terms of the other parts of the business?
Good morning, Mr. Suresh. It's a nice question you have asked about the industry. Before coming specifically to the Sakshi Media Group, I'll talk generally about the newspaper industry. As you are aware, the newspaper reading itself is a habit. The very strong habit after the food, probably. I think the research says out of the strong habits after the food, it is reading, which is the habit. And newspapers have been a source of information. And if you see today's most of the newspapers, what we read today, what exists today are pre-independence period. I think they have started because of some reason of inculcating or disseminating information purpose and all that. And that is how they started in the newspapers. It's a big long history, of course. Now, as you said, the challenge for the COVID and all that. In fact, newspapers have been facing a challenge since last 10-15 years, not just because of the COVID today. It is about the change in reading habits. The millennials, they have stopped reading a physical newspaper. They are onto the different medium for their source of information and all that. Now, coming to the pandemic, which has started around early March or so. In the beginning, probably it was more people were looking for the correct information. Authentic information, correct information. For that, they were trusting more on newspapers and they were reading the newspapers. And during that time, probably the circulation also were reasonably good actually. Then coming to immediately after the Janata Curfew, probably on March 22nd and all that, the Janata Curfew followed by the lockdown for the 14 days and all that, then it all started. Then there was, one was the distribution. When lockdown means nobody could move and newspapers need distribution. The company, it has to go physically from the press to the doorstep. So that was also a problem. Then, and one more thing was, during that time, there was a misinformation that newspapers were also carriers of coronavirus, which is not true. Later on, the World Health Organization, the various research institutes, the newspapers individually have carried various stories saying that it is a misinformation that newspaper are a carrier of virus. Then why it is not carrier of, because of the porosity of the product, the newsprint and all that is very porous. Virus cannot survive on that. That is one source. The second was, actually today, the process of printing a newspaper does not involve any contact, human contact at all. There is no manual touch at all. Yeah. The right from loading the news reel onto the press to packing and distribution, it is online, mechanized and all that. And to be more specific now, we have also added the sanitization process. Every newspaper, I'll show you it in the visual form also, that we have added the sanitization process, the distribution process, always wear the gloves, sanitize their hands and all that. Then they get into the distribution mode. So we have created a confidence among the reader that corona is not going to influence or is not a newspaper is definitely not a carrier of virus. The earlier period, which was for the distribution or even for circulation, when the reader was little doubtful about a newspaper, the thing has now come back. So initially we had faced the problem, but now buying a newspaper, distributing a newspaper is not an issue at all now.
So when we talk of, you really described how the entire newspaper is printed. I mean, there's an automatic process that happens. There's no manual involvement.
Yeah.
Except the last stage of delivery where the boy goes to your house and puts it at your doorstep.
Even that is sanitized.
That is sanitized also, yeah. So there's a lot of other things you actually, apart from a newspaper, which can actually cause a virus, but people are not really aware. It can be a milk packet, it can be anything for that matter. But coming to that, it is not the question of surviving of the virus or the life of the virus that you're talking about. We're talking about how media is disseminated in today's world. Everybody, almost 95% of the population, except for people like you and me, who have to come to work, rest of them all at home. So the question is very simple, is how do you disseminate news in such a scenario? Because people are bored, people want access to news every minute, they are not ready to wait till tomorrow morning. Since Sakshi Group straddles an entire line, right from online media to television to print, how is it that you are using your consolidated group editorial power to deliver this news?
Yeah. Now the source of getting information are many now. See, there were days when the newspaper could able to give you the source, was the only source for information and all that, for authentic information and all that. Now we have electronic medium, now we are coming into the digital phase also. And today the handset in your hand, the mobile phone is for everything. You get a lot of push notifications, you have your apps, your preferred apps on that, and various newspaper industries and new industry also has come specifically as a digital source of information and all that, news in shorts, and every newspaper has their digital version and all that. So is Sakshi. We also have our digital edition. We have we have, in fact, we are into 3 languages. Our newspaper, we have e-paper. The regular newspaper is available at e-paper, right? In fact, to be very frank, e-paper comes earlier to your house than the physical newspaper. But since physical newspaper is holding a newspaper, and as it is a habit and all that, it continues come to the doorstep. But before that, earlier to that also, you can have access to our e-paper on the mobile, this thing. And then apart from that, you have our digital online editions, either through app or we push lot of notifications every 10 minutes. Then there are a lot of news aggregators are there, on which platform we are all available. Almost all newspapers are available on the aggregate from Daily Hunt, News Hunt, and all these new aggregators are there where that is available and all that. So we have also noticed that now the access to news by the various readers and all that are now changing to different means and all that. So in anticipation to that, we have also started our digital editions. We are focusing more onto that. Now there is like a live, how it happens, how it unfolds, we are showing it on the mobile and any other the devices and all that. So we have www.sakshi.com is there. Then we have Sakshi Post, our English version of Sakshi is there. Then we have Sakshi Samachar is there. Then we have an exclusive SakshiEducation.com for the youth and all that is there. So that's how we are keeping updated, and we are not, the consumer is more important for us. How we reach to him is very important. So we do that. We are focusing on that. We have clubbed our the news bureaus and all that, news bureaus and all the desks are combined desks and all that. There is a lot of synergy happens between print, digital and electronic.
So you're breaking the silos which were there before.
Which were there before, we are breaking into those silos.
So Mr. D, the most obvious question next would come up is, you talked about how the newspaper is printed, you brought us into a digital format where you're delivering news. A newspaper like New York Times, for example, because America itself, the print circulation has been declining from a long time. In such a scenario, when the newspaper print is declining from a long time, New York Times switched over to a digital mode and they started charging. Today, 3/4 of the revenues is from the digital mode. So do you foresee, not now maybe, people are used to getting a lot of free things in India, yes, but at a later stage, just like you charge for a newspaper, some Indian newspapers are still doing it, but at a later stage, will be willing to pay, especially the millennials. You talked about the millennials. The millennials will be willing to pay if there is a quality of content that is being delivered. They'll pay and they will watch it. So do you think that scenario will come maybe 3 to 5 years post the COVID?
Yes, Mr. Suresh, that has to come. See now, as it is now, I think a couple of language sites are subscription mode. I think Hindu, the English newspaper is again subscription mode. Ultimately, yes. When now you have a parallel means of receiving the newspaper. Now newspaper is there, which is paid for it. Then the same newspaper gives you a digital format, which is free for you. But as we move forward, we will have to charge for the digital this thing also, edition also. Like some subscription mode. As it is, there is nothing subscription, no revenue from subscription except advertisement also. Even in advertisement, we have a lot of challenge of advertisement revenue. Lot of international agencies like Google, Facebook, they are involved into it. They take the lion's share of the revenues and all that. So we have to come to a mode of subscription, and it will come. If not immediately, maybe very soon. Maybe in 2-3 years also we can come to that mode. In fact, we are also thinking of having a subscription mode, particularly in a maybe for a few hours early in the morning we might charge. But beyond that, if somebody wants the news early in the morning, probably some time period and all that, archives and all that, you can do that.
I remember when I was in Bangkok to read an Indian newspaper like a Times of India or for Hindu or for that matter anything else, Economic Times, you need to pay for it. Whereas in India, it was coming free. So the question obviously would be, you're a marketing and an advertising person at the end of the day. You have your targets to meet. Now, I know how high pressure that job is. Now that the advertising scenario is changing totally, you are seeing a lot of theaters closed. You're seeing a lot of malls closed, retail shops closed. Almost everything in terms of airlines are closed today. But there are some sectors which are still working. Going forward, how do you see the advertising scenario in terms of revenues coming to media houses? I'm not talking Sakshi in specific, but is there going to be a huge churn that will going to happen? Like the law of the jungle, a few will definitely die. But how do you foresee, if you're a crystal gazer, if you're a prediction man, how do you predict next 1 year for the media industry?
Yeah. Now, see, if you see the newspaper industry works on a very low ROI. We are much dependent on the variable cost, mostly the cost of the newsprint, and where the newsprint is mostly imported and all that. 80% of our consumption is imported newsprint and all that. And they are very dynamic prices and all that. Whenever the prices of newsprint goes up, it has a lot of impact on P&L of all individual and in the industry as such. Even the ADEX, even before the corona, has predicted that there will be a shortage, there will be a diminishing of 3% in the ADEX spends towards the print media. While digital will go up, there is a 2% minus in electronic media and about 2 to 3% dropping in the ADEX for the next year, then in 2021. That's what was predicted before the pandemic. Of course, that will have much severe effect now, post-pandemic, lockout and all that. So with as you said, with the malls closed, cinema theaters closed, all the commercial establishments being closed and all that. And the effect of that is that in the newspaper, we have brought down the number of pages. Since there are no advertisements in the newspaper, we have cut down on the newspaper. But that is not the solution at all. Yeah,
what are the district editions? Is there an impact?
District editions, even the main editions. Earlier we used to have almost, because there is not much news also. Except the pandemic, there is not much activity happening in a general activity, whether it is social or economical activity, it's not there. So there is not much news to present, and at the same time, there are no advertisements at all, which in a newspaper are very essential and all that. We used to have, on an average, 25 to 30% of our space used to be in the form of advertisements, average. But since that disappeared, totally disappeared and all. There is hardly anything we could see now. So definitely it will have effect on the revenues, advertisement revenues and all that. See, and as I said, since newspaper work on very ROI, the entire product is subsidized. When we spend about 12 to 14 rupees on a newspaper, we hardly get 3 rupees, 3.5 rupees. That is a very unfortunate situation in our country, where newspapers are sold at equivalent of 25 rupees, 30 rupees in the neighboring countries like Sri Lanka and Pakistan and all that. The highest cost is not more than 6 rupees. And excluding if we remove the distribution cost, the publisher gets hardly 3.5, 4 rupees. And the rest has to be compensated through a proper advertisement revenue only. And when that is in a challenge, then definitely the industry is facing a big challenge on the revenue front and all that. Yes.
So when you look at television, when you look at newspaper, when you look at digital, which sector do you think, of course you already predicted 2% minus, and then digital will go up. But in terms of investment into media, as a media house, where do you think, will you buy new machinery for printing, or would rather invest more into getting experts in the digital field to come and work for you? And even work for you in a sense is also today work from home. People have that freedom also. Yes. So do you foresee that kind of news system coming into place where the investment will now go towards more on the digital aspect than on the physical aspect?
Yeah, we have to balance both of them now. Immediately we cannot pull out everything from the newspaper industry at all. We have to sustain the newspaper industry. Fortunately, for a language newspaper like us, Sakshi, the impact of digital on readership is not so big as it is in English or Hindi and all that, So that is one of the reasons probably we are not as fast in the digital or as aggressive on the digital part as English medium we see. We still have our own focus on the newspaper. Still the rural readers are strong with us, they go with us. Even in spite of all this, the pandemic and all that, where there is no public transport and all that, we are able to reach to our reader in the rural area 100%. Every reader in our rural area is getting a newspaper and he is comfortable with it. And fortunately, unfortunately, the penetration of broadband and all that is not so aggressive over a period of time and all that. So still people depend on the newspaper. So we would like to balance both. And at the same time, be ready for the future. So we would like to invest relatively more on digital, and thanks to the advent of technology and all that, people can work from anywhere. We have now, I think news can be shot on a mobile phone. That's true. And can be uploaded onto the medium and all that. So that is helping us into the electronic media like TV and all that. All our reporters, earlier we used to see them carrying big heavy cameras and all that. That is not necessary now. He can shoot a live incident or anything like that on his mobile phone, good mobile phone, and send it up to upload it up, and we can able to do. So that is one advantage of the technology and all that. We are taking maximum utilization of that, and as you said, yes, we'll have to, between the two, if you have to say, relative investment will be more towards the digital part, while balancing with the electronic and TV. Even print also, we have to have a balance, in the sense that we cannot totally pull out from this thing.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. So, which brings me to the last question, and I would ask you, when do you think finally the business will pick up? I mean, this is a question relevant to every country for that matter. But as a marketing man, as an advertising man, you must be definitely having a finger on the pulse to know when the business will pick up. Is it 3 months, 6 months, now that the factories are opening up?
Yes.
Maybe the car showrooms will open up. Maybe the malls will open up at a certain stage. Maybe the retail shops will start opening up. The gold jewelry shops will start opening up. When do you think all this will finally result in business coming back to the media houses?
Yes. In this sense, Mr. Surya, I am very optimistic. Going by the mood of the administration, that is the central government or the state government, almost every CM or even the Prime Minister has said that Corona will not end tomorrow or day after. We have to learn to live with it. We have to improve our herd immunity and all that. People also have now understood that it cannot go away tomorrow or day after, or a week or 10 days or May ending and like that. But we have to come back to our normal this thing. Everything has to come onto the rails and all that. I'm sure that at the most by end of today we are in May, by end of July or early August, things should come back to normal. Whatever the economy we have been affected in the economy for these 2-3 months. We should able to make it up by the year end and all that. We should learn to improve the skills of getting back what we have lost, or see, we have to learn lessons. We have to learn
exactly
lessons.
my point.
Yeah.
The social distancing was a word we never heard before.
Never heard before. Yes.
Sanitizers was never heard before.
Yeah.
Okay, as in hospitals or maybe other places they were using it, but today public has become more conscious that you cannot crowd into an APSRTC bus
Yeah.
like before, or a metro for that matter,
For
or a
that matter,
cinema
right.
theatre,
Yes,
or
yes.
a retail shop. So that culture will also change according to you.
Yes, culture will change. Everybody will become more conscious and all that. Mr. Suresh, we used to see that now. Broadly speaking, Hindu, like Indians, we have a culture of washing our hands before eating food.
And also washing
We
your
are
legs
coming,
before entering the home.
we leave our footwear outside the house. We don't go inside with the footwear and all that. And there is a system in our custom also, when we wash our feet before going into the
old
house.
system, the old houses had it.
And our seniors, they knew this probably. The hygiene is more important and all that. And we used to see our grandmother. They never used to enter the kitchen without having a proper bath and all that. So muddy and even we used to have all that. Culture was there. So we are coming back to that.
Going back to our roots.
Going back to our roots and all that. And what we have seen in our childhood, probably now that becomes more relevant and all that. And if you compare ourselves to the Western countries also, our culture definitely looks more relevant, at least in this present circumstance.
And we have more resistance power. We can eat a pani puri and still be healthy.
We are right on that part, I feel. Yeah.
Mr. Reddy, thank you very much for speaking to us, HiBiz News. I mean, it was pleasure listening to you because you have a lot of practical experience that you bring from the decades that you've been in this field. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. K.R.P. Reddy, Director Advertising and Marketing, Sakshi Media Group, conversing with us at HiBiz News. Thank you for watching.